Hey yo, what's going on guys? Buddy here. In this video, I'm going to be telling the story how I got my first kiss. Now, where did this all start and when did it happen and how did it happen, you may ask? Well, I'll explain. This was back in the second grade, like years ago. I remember I didn't have that many friends, to be honest, so I guess you could say you can call me a loser. But anyways, if anything, that is I remember I had a few friends back then, and one of them was a girl, and this girl, I don't want to say her name, so let's just call her E. And me and E, we always got along together, and we actually enjoyed each other's company. But there was one thing I wanted to confess to her, but I wasn't really shy. Actually, I was really dumb as a kid, and since I would just do anything, and I really said out of pocket things a lot more than you think. So I just go up to her one day and I just say, I like you. And she's like, oh, yeah, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, it's okay. You don't have to be like that. Like, I didn't sweat. Like, it wasn't that bad. But having a girlfriend, like, back then was like, it just meant you were like one of the cool kids. So I guess I was kind of like in the zone, I guess you could say. So now I guess me and her are dating and time goes by. We have fun. We go on, I guess you could say, places. More specifically, like school field trips, and yeah, it's weird. And I don't know, this one time, it eventually just happened. I was sitting on the bus right next to her. Like, actually, you won't believe this, but she just comes up to me and asks, "Hey, like, could you kiss me?" Like, I was like, oh my god, yeah. At that moment, I just froze and I was like, "Wait, what? She wants me to kiss her? Like, come on now, like I just can't, all right. One is this is my first kiss, and two, I don't know, I'm just not prepared for this. So I was like, I'll do it later. Either way, I was embarrassed, so it's not like it really matters. So, the day is fun and everything. I remember the field trip was like to a butterfly farm and there was like monarch butterflies and most of them were like on my head. And I'm not gonna draw myself with butterflies in my head because that'd be stupid. But yeah. And then eventually, you know, I go sit down to a table and eat lunch and yeah, everything. And I was just talking there with my friends. And eventually it's time to go and we decided to hop back in the bus. So I was like, all right then, um, I gotta do what I gotta do and let's just hope that she forgets. But then again, what kind of sucked is that the teacher said, oh yeah, and you can sit back with whoever you were in the beginning. And I was like, oh my. So I was just like, okay, I gotta do something. I can't be suspicious. But we just talked, and she was like, "Hey, remember?" She was like, "Oh, hey, do you remember earlier?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, about that. Yeah, hang on just a second." So I blush, and I'm actually nervous. I'm like, "Okay, I gotta do this. Like, come on, man, be a man." Although I'm just a dumb little kid, and I was like, "All right." And I was like, "Look, I like you and everything, but I was like, wait, so why do you want me to do this?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, you can just kiss me on my cheek, like nothing too crazy." And I was like, "Oh okay." So like I just did like a quick a quick one. That was it. It's hard to explain. All right, like, I'm not used to talking about topics like this, but yeah, I just do it once and it goes by quick. And she was like, "Well, that was fast." I was like, "Yeah, not much experience." And she's like, "Okay." But she was like, "Hey, could you do it again? But this time on my lips." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, what, dude?" She wants me to do it in her mouth. Like, just why? Like, this is what God put me on the earth for, I guess you could say. So at this moment, I immediately look in my head and I'm like, "Holy, this is it! Like, I must do something." All right, anyways, about okay. So eventually, I'm like, "All right, well, she's nice and everything." And I was like, I gotta do this for me. It's either I humiliate myself or I do it. So yeah, I close my eyes. She comes in closer. I come in closer, and let's just say that the lips touch. Like, honestly, this is the best way I could describe it. Like, I don't want to sound too weird, but it is what it is. All right. Well, yes, It actually felt quite amazing. Honestly, I remember exactly when it happened, and I still remember how it was. Very weird of me, I guess you could say so. Now, I guess I'm a weirdo. But yeah, and we continued it for like what, maybe 10, 15 minutes, but I don't know, it just felt like 20 or almost an hour. But yeah, it's just me making out with her and like as a young kid. So yeah, that's just my first kiss now. I know this probably is short and I try to make it long and the animation is not as good, but oh well. At least I tried. And I'm not going trouble because my first animation, God, it was a mess. So yeah, this is the best thing that I am really rolling with. But if you guys enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos. If you guys want more animated story times, just let me know. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.